Where?
Um, yeah, you got to the point where there was a table of Elvises.
Oh, okay. Should
Sorry.
I? Will I?
Can I
Will I
ask you the
start
question
again?
again? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it
Um,
again. Okay.
sorry.
I'll,
All of a sudden you just were talking and then you were not there.
I know.
So sorry.
Okay. Pretend to look interested when I say the same story again.
I will. Um, so basically we were talking about where the idea for this one came from.
Yes. So there are two little sparks to this story. So the first one was I was on a book tour with two other authors. It was a little country tour that we were doing. So we were driving through the countryside, and each time we stopped at a little strip of shops, the other author was desperately looking for accessories to wear to a school trivia night. So she was going to dress up as Audrey Hepburn. She was the whole table of other parents. All the women had decided to dress as Audrey. And I became quite invested in helping her look for the perfect accessories for Audrey. So it stayed in my head, this idea of her dressed as Audrey. And then I thought, imagine if all the men had decided to dress as Elvis Presley. And so that was just seemed like such a good image to me, the idea of all the Audreys and all the Elvises. And then I imagined if there was some sort of big argument, and so all the Audreys and the Elvises were were, excuse me, in some sort of fight. Uh, so that was the idea for the school riot. And then I had to go back in time to think of, okay, what caused this or the conflict. And then I was actually with another girlfriend, another school mother, and she was telling me about how some friends of hers, the little girl had started kindergarten, and it was the very first day of kindergarten. And when they came out of the classroom, two little girls had bite marks on their arms. And so all the parents were saying, "Oh no, what happened?" And the little girl said, some boy had bitten them. And then because, of course, they'd only just started kindergarten, nobody knew anybody's name. So they got them all to line up and to say who had bitten them. And in that case, the little girls finally admitted that they'd actually just bitten themselves, so to see what sort of mark they could leave. But that then I just loved the idea of the lineup of all the poor little children lined up to see who was the guilty one, and all the parents watching, and the mothers thinking, I hope it's not my child who did the biting. And that just was my little spark for something that could have then led to the conflict at the school trivia night.
It does seem like such a brilliant inspiration for a novel, and it makes me wonder why we don't have more novels set in schools,
In
because
schools, I know it's a
it's so
perfect
ripe for
environment. Yeah,
yeah.
for
Um,
conflict, and because where it's any sort of little village atmosphere does that. So it's like office politics and all that sort of thing.
mhm.
Hello. Hello. Am I meant to do something? Hello.